This is at SeaWorld in Orlando, Florida. Unloading a 12-foot high by 580 feet AquaDam. Cutting off all the rope that binds the roll together so it'll unroll. Getting ready to roll it down the hill. SeaWorld amusement ride, roller coaster. Now we can set up our pumps and get them started. We're going to push this one corner out a little bit so the AquaDam is going in the right direction and it's not going to be square off the bank, but that's because there's too many things that are going to be built around it where it comes up on the bank. So we have to miss their pier piling, and that's what we're doing here. Of course, the pier pilings aren't in, they're going to make them. So it's just dirt right at the moment. Here goes the second one, pushing his edge out a little bit. We normally want it perpendicular to the bank, or square to the bank. This guy's in charge. His name's Herb. Now we're going to dig a little platform to set pumps on. Instead of a hillside, we want it flat. And in this case, no problems, but we digging it with this excavator will be done in 2 minutes. Hey Joe, when you edit this, I want you to remind me about this dam, and that log, and this should have been moved. Getting ready to lift her up. Here we are, we got the AquaDam unrolling, and now we're going to pull on it. We got two 4-inch pumps pumping into it. We've been pumping for about 1 hour with 4 4-inch pumps. We've gone down, made the turn around. You can see the white marker. That's where the pier is going to be. Made the turn. Now we're headed towards that excavator. We're going to start additional pumps from this side. It takes about 600,000-700,000 gallons of water pumped inside to fill up this AquaDam. It's 580 feet long. We've been pumping for 2.5 hours. The AquaDam is almost 1/2 of the 580 feet has been unrolled. Approximately 270 feet. We've made our first big corner, small corner, straight stretch. And then we're going to make a 90-degree corner over in this area. "540 feet. We've got 40 feet left to go before the AquaDam reaches the end of the roll. This is our connection. We've got 580 feet out so far. We've unrolled 50 feet of the second AquaDam, this one, inserted it into the connection collar. Fill tubes come up through the connection holes. Hoses are already inserted into the fill tubes, and we simply have to hook each pump straight up to each hose. Connection, 2 12-foot high AquaDams, or will be when they're full. We've got our pumps going. We've got the roll tied off to the collar, so The more pressure the water being pumped in will eventually exert on the roll, which will move it forward. That will pull the collar and all the wrinkles out of it. So there's 3 lines that do that. We only got 4 pumps running. What a bummer. Only 4 pumps. They're using one white line to restrain the AquaDam from prematurely unrolling. That way we get all the wrinkles out of it here. So we'll just tie just to the bottom and to the seam and straps that are provided on top of this AquaDam, and we'll control it right there next to the roll. It has quite a ways to go in a straight line. These two are taking it easy. This, of course, is day 2. We're about 2.5 hours into pumping, and we've got about half the AquaDam unrolled where we want it at. We have quite a maneuver to make. The AquaDam's got to be turned out towards the opposite bank, and then in an arc turned back into the bank here. This, of course, is day 3 on the installation.
920-9465. Again, that's ahs.com or call 1-800-920-9465. Are you being denied credit?
We're going to use this log, which the first AquaDam came rolled up on, to push on the AquaDam. We need to make almost a 300-degree turn here, and to do that we got to go to the other side to make the turn to have enough room. So this is how it's drawn out on a map. This is the push log. That extends the usefulness of the excavator tremendously. We're making a turn. Friday morning, 4th day of installation. We're going to launch another 12-foot high AquaDam, 300 feet long here. It's going to go out and go around that white pole there. And that's the last footing they have to do for their new roller coaster ride. So we're going to launch this one right now. Now we have to turn this end around, and so it comes back to this bank. That way the flowing water down that channel can keep flowing to the outlet structure, which is way down at the other end. This is from the opposite end of where we started at, 1,150 feet away. Done in 2 units, 500, each one 560 some feet long. We haven't pumped it up yet because we've had to move it. And we don't want to have to move it again. We can't move it if we have a lot of water in it, so there's not a lot of water in it, so we can move it again. If we are in the way of right up in here, about the halfway point. So, but now it's ready to receive water. 5, 6 lines tie the top back to the fence, and that'll keep it in position until it's filled, and that won't be for 2 days because they don't work on Sunday, and they only have one surveyor apparently, and he's very busy. So there you go. That's why we don't have it filling today, which is Saturday afternoon, 4 o'clock.
So it does put Trump into a different place. And now he's sort of playing a little bit of catch up and getting in the same place where he's supposed to say, hey, I've got a plan here.
She did take, Donald Trump said she did take support appointments up there. She did, right before he did, took support appointments, including one from our Jeff Zeleny. I want you to listen to that.
We're at SeaWorld, Orlando, Florida, September 8th. Here we are at SeaWorld. There's 2 12-foot tall AquaDams in the water. Each is about 560 feet long. The connection between the 2 dams was right here, but due to a high water event, the AquaDams pushed in away from their originally installed alignment, and the connection came apart. There's water on both sides. This was because the contractor did not keep up with the water influx into this pond. It's a rainwater drainage pond, and there's not enough natural flow to bypass the water that comes into the pond and handle that flow without the water level raising in the pond. So that's what happened. The water level raised up beyond the maximum rated controllable water depth of the 12-footer, and it washed in towards shore. Now we're here to put the dams back in place and finish the job. We're standing on the 12-foot tall AquaDam, 350 feet long, which is surrounding one part of the work area, and it's nice and full. It's 1,000 feet of 12-footer out there that is flaccid and needs to be moved and replaced. The workers are removing the hoses previously used to fill the AquaDam. Now the forklift is getting under the open end of the AquaDam and pushing it out into the water. This will allow the fill tubes to float freely and open up into the main body of water. Then the water inside the dam will be the same as the water outside the dam, and we can move the dam without water building up or draining away. Well, building up really. We want it to drain away. There it goes. Now we're at the other end. We're pushing on the open end of the second 12-foot tall AquaDam. Right there. That's to make sure that the two dams are not connected in any way anymore. And it's just the two dams floating independently. Here we go. Even though there are many tons of water inside the AquaDam, or many gallons, there's really no weight to the water inside because all the water inside the AquaDam is at or below the water level of the existing pond. So the weight only comes from the water in the AquaDam that's higher than the surrounding water. There it goes. The whole dam is moving with it. Or a little bit anyway. Now the forklift is pushing on the closed end of the first dam, and this is to complete the separation of the two 12-foot tall, 580-foot long AquaDams. really see the hole that the AquaDam made when it, or the hole that the AquaDam moved into when, man, that's like a 2-foot hole right in there, at least. And the AquaDam just fills it up. So when he lifted it up, he elevated that part of the AquaDam, and the water inside ran off to the other parts of the AquaDam. Made the rest of it a little bit taller. The jet ski is slowly but surely moving the AquaDam. The jet ski is pulling the AquaDam away from shore. The forklift is placing the replacement log into the water. We will start the AquaDam up on this log and then use the log to pull the dam from that point on. A much better pulling point. We've got the jet skis pulling on the dam. That part is moving, which means this whole part is moving. There's one jet ski, and there's the other jet ski. We've pulled the 12-foot tall AquaDam about 50 feet from shore, or 40 feet from shore. And now we are rearranging the jet skis. I believe we are pulling a rope beneath the AquaDam, so a stronger rope, because right now we've got a lightweight rope. So that's what they are doing out here. When we get the rope underneath the dam, then we will be able to pull the whole dam, this whole corner. And that's just what we need for the next step. We're pulling from another point near the starting point of the first 12-footer. It looks like we just started pulling, and we're going to attach another pull point. Or maybe pull in a different direction. Continuing to pull on the AquaDam. We've pulled the open end down away from the shore. We're remaking the turn. Looking great. And pulling the rest of the dam into position. The two jet skis are tying on to the closed end of the AquaDam, and they're going to pull all this slack this way. And all that slack, so the dam will go like this. And we'll pull this corner back that way, and then pull the open end back on the shore. It sounds so easy, but it probably won't be. But that's the plan. First we got to pull it out straight. All the slack has been pulled out. The jet skis are disconnecting from the closed end of the AquaDam. And now I think we will be pulling from here or in here and going that direction. We have to remake the corner again. All the slack has been taken out of the majority of the dam. Now we're going to pull on the corner of the open end of the dam with the green lift-all forklift. Alright, pulling in a different angle. Much better. It's pulling the dam back alongside where it should be. Now we're pulling on the AquaDam some more. We have wrapped ropes around each of the fill tubes. They're being lifted by the long reach forklift. That's a long boom forklift, says Julian. And here we go. They're working the open end of the dam up the bank. The open end of the AquaDam has been tied off here and at both fill tubes, and I believe at the opposite corner of the outside material as well, tied off to this forklift. So when the operator gets back, we will pull the dam up the hill right here and restart the AquaDam. Alright, the forklift is holding up the open end and the fill tubes of the dam. There's a jet ski out there which is pulling laterally, so that direction. And the forklift is pulling that direction. And we're keeping the corner while we pull the AquaDam up the bank. Good stuff. Here we are working on the next section of AquaDam to straighten out. One jet ski, two jet skis, and a forklift off on the bank. And we're pulling at this corner with that. Hard to see, but the whole AquaDam is shifting in place. Or shifting. The starting end back there is tied off to the other 12-foot tall AquaDam, so it can't go anywhere. But the dam I'm standing on is going somewhere. The first 12 by 580 foot long AquaDam has been repositioned. It makes a nice curve turn there, straight away, and then makes another turn that way, and ends right in there somewhere. Hard to see because it's floating. Well, it's been repositioned, it's flaccid, and now we are using two 8-inch pumps to fill the AquaDam. And it is filling. The realignment of this AquaDam took 1 day. It took 1 long reach forklift, 2 jet skis, and 6 laborers. Day 2 at SeaWorld. Today our focus will be on realigning the second 12 by 580 foot long AquaDam. Because we made a longer corner out here, we came further out before we made the corner. That ate up footage, which put the closed end 20 or 30 feet back, further back than the original alignment. So now we have to push this roll into the water, get it floating, and pull the whole thing this way 20 or 30 feet, and then remake the corner coming up the bank here, or somewhere in there, to compensate for the loss in footage. So that's our plan for the day. Here we go. All the ropes have been untied or cut from the AquaDam, and we are about to roll the log down the slope into the water. Now we're rolling the log into the water. Now it's in the water, just floats there. Both the wood and the AquaDam material are buoyant in the water. So once they're in the water, they're pretty simple to move around force-wise. It's just about inertia. The contractors' laborers are getting the pumps ready. Although there are several very large pumps on site, only one is outfitted with all the necessary suction and discharge hoses placed in the correct areas. So we are supplementing. Filling one side of the AquaDam has the 8-inch pump, which is currently running. It's the green pump up there. And then they are setting up the 2 red 4-inch pumps down by water's edge. They didn't get very much suction hose, so they had to be right by water's edge to get to the low point. The 8-inch pump is pumping into one side of the AquaDam. The 2 4-inch pumps are pumping into the other side of the AquaDam. There's a large air bubble in the dam caused by cavitation in the pump, and when the dam gets a little fuller, we will walk this air bubble out so that the majority of the inside of the AquaDam is filled with water, not air. We are now preparing to pull the AquaDam back in that direction. So the guy on the jet ski is pulling the rope in a straight line. Goes that way, and it'll be put onto. Shit. We're preparing to pull the AquaDam, the second AquaDam, in a straight line from over there. From that bank is where we're going to put the forklift. So the ropes have to go in a straight line. Now we are tying the ropes to the fill tubes, opening the fill tubes, and getting ready to pull with the machine straight back in that direction. We've opened up the fill tubes And we are inserting the first hose into the first fill tube. There's one 4-inch hose, there's another one unrolled into the water in a straight line, and we will pull it straight into the fill tube in the water. And after we pull that up through the connection in the collar, we will use that hose to fill the second AquaDam. The fill tubes have been released from their outer shroud. They were constricted with duct tape, which we undid. And then we opened it up, pulled the hose inside, and then reconstricted it using ropes. And this will help us pass the fill tubes through the holes cut in the top of the connection collar. The first 12-foot tall AquaDam is pumping up. We turned off the 8-inch pump and just left the two 4-inch pumps to fill after we discovered that the water was not flowing from one side to the other on the AquaDam, or inside the AquaDam. So now the 4-inch pumps are equalizing and filling up the other tube, and eventually the closed end will open up and let water pass around. We are using a jet ski and the forklift to move the AquaDam. It's floating, and we're just lining it up with the connection point over there. We got crawdads that have been living underneath this bag. How cool. Now they're all trying to get back to the water. What's up, Mr. Crawdad? You go do your thing. The first AquaDam is approximately 2.5 feet above water level. The second AquaDam is floating out in the pond with a rope attached to it, tied to that forklift, which is booming out and then pulling back. So there we go. Now we're gonna go move it some more. Okay, we have peeled back the top of the collar and cinched it up kind of like window blinds. We used jet skis, one on either side, 1 and 2, and pulled the material over the top of the jet skis to allow us to bunch this up and scrunch up. Then we used the white ropes with workers on top of the first AquaDam to pull it to the top. To pull it from the top. And that took the load off the jet skis for sure. It helped move the collar and worked out pretty good. So now we've got the rope here. It's through a small hole in the collar. Won't affect much. And this rope goes out this way to that AquaDam. So in theory, when they pull on that rope, it'll pull the AquaDam. Boom. And now we're going into the collar. It'll go to where that rope comes out, which is kind of at the end of the first AquaDam. And then we'll be able to tie on additional ropes and pull the fill tubes up on top of the AquaDam, higher, or at least on top of the first AquaDam, so we get some good elevation. Alright, using the rope, we've pulled the bag, the second AquaDam, with the forklift several times, booming out. No wheels, so it doesn't dig itself into a hole. Just the boom. And now we're preparing to pull the fill tubes, or separate them out so that we can pull them up separately.
I believe rusted out just from today.
Yes, sir.
We have pulled the fill tubes up to the holes in the connection collar, which is where the worker is right now. And now he's widening the hole so that we can pull the fill tubes up through the top of the AquaDam. And we've also pulled the connection collar out because it got bunched up a little bit when we pulled the AquaDam, the second AquaDam, into the connection collar. Here are the fill tubes of the second AquaDam. They've been pulled through the outer the collar of the first AquaDam, and the second AquaDam is laying flaccid in the water for 580 feet. We're going to come back tomorrow and begin pumping after we finish the realignment of this AquaDam. We are done for today making the connection. Tomorrow we will work on pumping up the rest of the AquaDam, but it's too late in the day now. The first AquaDam is probably maxed out or close to it, and we will finish filling the second AquaDam tomorrow when we come back. Day 3 of the realignment process. The pond has come up about 6 inches. The workers have put the 2 4-inch pumps on top of the first AquaDam. We've made the connection to the second AquaDam. So now we will begin filling the second AquaDam with the 2 4-inch pumps while we confirm the final placement of the dam, because the closed end is still off the bank down there, so we'll need to pull that back to the bank at some point before the dam gets taller than the surrounding water depth. So here we go. Now we're working on the second 12-foot AquaDam, 12 by 580. We're using the jet ski to pull on the rope, pulling on the AquaDam so we can reposition it for its new alignment. We're using a block and tackle and or a pulley system, and the rope with a forklift on the other bank, pulling the AquaDam away from the machine. And we're pulling it away from the orange stakes, which shows the where they want the inside edge of the AquaDam to be. So it's got to go way, way, way over to that shore. There it goes. The second AquaDam has been pulled into position. All the pulling on that far end kind of tweaked this end a little bit, so we are pulling with ropes on the top seam to pull it that way, or actually we just finished doing that, and now we are trying to work the collar to make the best connection possible between the 2 AquaDams. The rest of the second dam is floating in the water. Alright, well, we have pulled the fill tubes up through the connection collar, pulled the connection collar back over the beginning of the second AquaDam, and we tied back the beginning of the second AquaDam back to shore. So it's not going to move. We're all done with the connection, and we have 2 4-inch pumps putting water into the AquaDam. Now we're going to move the section of dam at the far end where it goes up the bank. There is a 10-inch pump which has been pumping for about an hour and has brought the pond down approximately 8 inches. So the whole pond level is going down to a water depth that is controllable using the 12-foot tall AquaDam. and then we will isolate the work area with the second AquaDam, and then dewater the work area with the contractor. We are working on the closed end of the second 12 by 580 foot long AquaDam now, and there are several ropes tying back the AquaDam so we don't go past the orange stakes in the water. That is the surveyed edge of the AquaDam on the inside, so we can't go past those. Let's see if we can see them. There they are. Boom. So, inside perimeter. The ropes are holding the AquaDam back from floating in there while we pull on the closed end with the forklift. And actually, we've already pulled on the closed end. We've got that tied off now. And he's going to let the slack off pretty soon. Almost done with this installation. Alright, we've done the pulling. We've tied the end back and made the corner. It does not go past the stakes. It's away from the stakes. And now we are pumping down the pond. 2 4-inch pumps are being used to fill the AquaDam through the fill tubes of the second dam. Well, we're done moving the AquaDam and connecting the AquaDams. Now we're just filling the AquaDam. And the dam that I'm standing on now is the second one, and it's pretty flaccid in the water still, but much firmer than it was before. Its water level is now above water level, at least where I'm standing. Or it's pretty close to water level. As the water fills the AquaDam, the tubes will rise and become nice, round, and firm, as we see with this first AquaDam here. Day 4, we are adding water to the AquaDam, the second one, into the right-hand fill tube. But unfortunately, when the AquaDam washed into the work area previously, it twisted. So that's the top seam, but you see it's going down underneath, and then there is the bottom of the dam right there. Right there. Okay. So it twisted, and that means water's not getting around like it should. So we're going to add some more water, and hopefully it'll open up a little bit. Overnight, the pond is drawn down approximately a foot or two. The ropes that were holding the outside edge to the fence are now slack. That means the whole AquaDam is shifted or leaned that way, away from the stakes, so that's good. We are continuing to fill the second AquaDam. The second AquaDam is twisted, between that point and that point, more or less. And so that was stopping water from filling up the entire side on one side. But we continued to pump water, and the water got past the twist and opened up a little bit. It's not ideal to have a twisted AquaDam, but it should still do the job. It's in shallow water, and they're going to be putting some fill material behind it for extra support. So should work out pretty good. 2 4-inch pumps are continuing to fill this AquaDam, the second one, and then 2 large pumps, or 3 large pumps, are being used to dewater the pond itself. Here we are at the first twist. This is a nice straight across AquaDam that way, but then it twists, turns over itself one time, and there it goes. So it continues on that way until it jags that way, and it makes another twist back to the original orientation. Here's the area of the second twist. This is the end of the second 12-foot tall AquaDam. It ends about 5 feet from bank right here, and the water is continuing to drain down. Hopefully this part won't even be elevated or won't have water flow through it, but if it does, we're suggesting to the contractor that they fill in this gap with dirt to make a seal, and that would be like a temporary plug cofferdam, so that if a rainstorm comes and the water levels are getting too much, this will wash out and flood the work area before the cofferdam is exposed to water levels that it's not able to control or rated to control, which might cause another washout event. big damage point right here. God, that's got to be, that's the whole width of my finger, so I don't know, 2 inches, 4 inches, something like that. There was a angle bracket right here, bolted to the, or somewhere in here, like right here or something. So it filled up, it leaned against here because it didn't dewater, and then it put this hole in it. And actually the hole wasn't there originally, but then the work area water came up and pushed the dam even harder against the angle bracket and caused this damage. Now, there's really not that much water coming out. They just have to compensate by continuously filling this side tube, which we told them last night, but they're not doing it. So I don't know. They must have a different plan.